Police are asking for help finding a driver who struck a child this weekend and fled the scene of the accident. A local community marks the anniversary of a tornado that caused major damage 6 years ago, and one city's newest canine officer is sniffing out crime on the streets. We'll have these stories and more.
Warm weather returns to East Alabama for the next couple of days. We'll have the complete forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, it was a windy day yesterday at Silver Lakes for golf. We also preview the night ahead for sports here in East Alabama. EAN Local News starts now.
Segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
The Anniston Police Department is asking the public for assistance with a hit-and-run accident involving a pedestrian. On Saturday, a vehicle struck a 4-year-old child, causing him to sustain injuries to his leg before the vehicle fled the scene in the 2500 block of McDaniel Avenue. The vehicle that hit the child was described as a blue 2-door Hyundai Coupe driven by a black female. Anyone with information about the incident is asked to contact the Anniston Police Department at 256-238-1800 or Investigator Evans at 256-240-4032.
A two-car head-on collision Sunday afternoon killed an East Aboga man and injured 3 teenagers. The Anniston Star reports that 38-year-old Goodnight Jamal McGregor was pronounced dead at the scene on Alabama 202 near its intersection with Bynum Boulevard. 3 teenagers in the other car were reportedly injured in that crash, which is still under investigation.
Jacksonville State University, the City of Jacksonville, and public figures, including weatherman James Spann, are remembering the March 19, 2018 tornado that struck the city 6 years ago today. Both entities and the popular meteorologist released statements about the tornado and its impact today on social media. Each noted that the damage caused by the EF3 twister, which damaged residences and college buildings on that evening. City officials said it was a miracle that the tornado caused few injuries and no deaths. The storm reformed the landscape in northeast Jacksonville, one of that city's oldest and most established residential communities. There, winds ripped open homes and trees toppled on power lines. Meanwhile, the campus of Jacksonville State University endured significant damage. Merrill Hall, Wallace Hall, and the beloved Alumni House were all damaged beyond repair. Today, most homes and other damaged structures have been restored, and Merrill Hall has been rebuilt on its former site. A 15-minute video detailing the impact at the university can be found today on the university's social media channels. And when we come back, Anniston Police have a new canine on patrol.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The newest member of the Anniston Police Department has a redemption story. A little over 1 year ago, Ink, a Belgian Malinois, was found abandoned in a crate near a dumpster. As of this week, he's patrolling the streets alongside his partner, 28-year-old Corporal Kaylee Chafin, a patrol officer who has been a member of the force for 4 years. Chafin, who aspired to be a canine officer as a child, said she feels like a new officer now that Ink is at her side.
First day I got out on my own, and I got in my car and I sat down. I was like, this is it. That's how it was with me and him. I looked at him and I was like, all right, buddy, this is it.
Corporal Chafin and Inc. are members of the Anniston Police Department's K-9 Division, which was established in 2023 and now includes 2 dogs and 2 officers. Police Chief Nick Bowles plans to invest $30,000 in the program and expand the division to include 6 dogs and 6 officers.
We have 4 shifts. There will be 1 assigned to each shift, 1 on our street crimes team, and then our SRO will have 1 at the schools. The total investment, there's a lot when it comes to that. It's different stuff. We're getting new cars anyway, so some of the newer cars that we got, we had those outfitted with the K9 specific, the cage and the dog cooling devices and alarms and things like that that keep the dog safe. So there's a little investment there, and then with the actual cost of the dogs and things like that, we're probably in the $30,000 range just to put them on the street for those 6 dogs.
Inc. and Chapin were trained by Hurricane Creek K9, a police kennel in metro Atlanta that vets and trains rescue dogs and their partners for police work. The other K9 on the force, Odin, is partnered with Officer Chris Bush and was just 3 days away from being euthanized when the training facility rescued him, according to police. Chafin and Inc. completed training at the facility this month and began working as patrol officers together last week. Now, officers say it's clear. The department, the officers, and the animals have better days ahead because of the program. Together, they'll build bonds with the community and with each other.
When they brought Inc. out, he ran right over to me, threw his head on my shoulder, and that's when I knew that he was going to be my partner.
Beginning today, a portion of 7th Street between Church Avenue and 2nd Avenue in Northeast Jacksonville has been closed to make construction safer at the site of the Randy Owen Center for Performing Arts. The section of street bisects the property where the center is being built. The street will remain closed throughout the construction of that Performing Arts Center with a target completion date of January 2026. While the road is closed, drivers can use either 6 or 8 streets to get from Church to 2nd Avenue, which are just north and south of the construction site.
When we return, area youths looking for work can find jobs with a local city tomorrow.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Anniston's annual Youth Job Fair will be held at the Carver Community Center on West 14th Street Wednesday, starting at 5 p.m. In addition to conducting job interviews, city officials will also be giving tips on completing job applications and preparing for interviews. All youth jobs will be open for applicants from March 20th through April the 7th. The city of Anniston will be hiring youths aged 16 through college age for the following summer jobs: day camp director, day camp counselor, lifeguard, turf care worker, and program aide.
Speaking of lifeguards, the Anniston Aquatic and Fitness Center will be hosting a 4-day lifeguard certification course Wednesday through Sunday this week. The classes will be taught by Anniston Barracuda swim coaches Robbie and Tracy Champion. Cost of the class is $160, and for more information, just call the Aquatics and Fitness Center at 256-847-7349.
World champion rodeo athletes will be at the Choccolocco Park in Oxford this weekend to compete in the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office PCA Pro Rodeo. Gates open each night at 5 p.m. with mutton busting starting at 6:30 p.m. and the rodeo starting at 7:30 p.m. The rodeo events are suitable for all ages, and a range of activities for children will be featured, including face painting, pony rides, and more. For tickets and information, you may visit sheriffrodeo.com.
Well, we're getting ready to welcome spring a little bit later this evening, and what a beautiful day to welcome it.
And when I think of spring, I think of the word nice.
Yes.
So let's ask John Holder, who's standing by in the EAN Weather Center, is the weather going to be nice?
Mike and Katie, a couple of very nice spring days coming up across East Alabama. Warmer temperatures and dry weather. We will have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Plenty of sunshine today across East Alabama, but temperatures still way below the average. Only 59 today, below our average of 68. 28 for the low this morning. That is significant because look at the record low temperature. Also 28 degrees, so we tied an all-time record low temperature today under that freeze warning this morning. Record high at 87 back in 1982. And you see the sunrise and the sunset times. Looking at weather on your street for a Tuesday night, going to take out to Main Street in downtown Glencoe. Still areas of frost tonight. As a matter of fact, a frost advisory. Average low tonight at 36 degrees. Not as cold as last night, but still plenty cold enough for some patchy frost overnight tonight. Looking ahead to tomorrow, first day of spring. Spring actually arrives tonight at 10:06 p.m. So this will be our first day of spring coming up tomorrow on Sunbelt Parkway out at Silver Lakes. Going to be a great day for golfing or any outdoor activity. Plenty of sunshine. The high tomorrow at 71 degrees. And as we look ahead to the rest of the work week coming up, we'll have increasing clouds, some rain by Friday on Recreation Drive down to the city of Oxford. Temperatures will be in the 70s all the way through the end of the work week, it looks like. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. 71 tomorrow, 72 on Thursday with increasing clouds. Some rain in here by Friday. Not a big event. This will be light rain, no storms involved, a 60% chance of rain. And then a beautiful spring weekend coming up. Plenty of sunshine. No rain in the forecast both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's high at 68 degrees. We're back in the 70s on Sunday. We'll stay in the 70s on Monday. And then we'll have increasing clouds ahead of our next storm system coming in on Tuesday. But really, when all is said and done, our only chance of rain overnight Thursday night and during the day on Friday. The rest of the time, seasonable temperatures, and we will have plenty of sunshine across East Alabama except for that Thursday night and Friday time frame. Let's take a look now at springtime. This is what it's looking like. This is where we start in December with winter time. Then we go to March. That's springtime. Get a little early start here. You see the 20th and 21st, about a 2-hour early start. Then, of course, we've got summertime in June. And then we get into September. We start the cycle all the way around again. But tonight at 10:06, that is when spring officially arrives here in East Alabama. Well, coming up tomorrow morning, I'll be back here at 6 a.m. sharp. We'll have a look at your day at a glance coming up for your Wednesday. I'll be back here tomorrow night for East Alabama Local News. We'll have all of the forecast for East Alabama for the rest of the work week coming up. Right now in sports, we're going to pitch it to Namath Pitts. He's talking about some big high school golf action out at Silver Lakes. Namath?
Thanks, John. It was a very windy day yesterday at Silver Lakes where Alexandria, Weaver, and White Plains met for a golf match. You see the highlights right here. That is Carson Chandler of Donahoe chipping on hole number 9. And it was a very, very windy day at Silver Lakes. There's Cleet Forrest for Alexandria. I was at Silver Lakes yesterday following the number 1 group. Right here you see Cleet Forrest with a nice putt that sinks in. It would ultimately be White Plains boys that would finish on top. In terms of the girls competition, it would be Alexandria girls that would finish on the top in terms of competition. But Justin Brown and the Weaver Bearcats were the host team yesterday at Silver Lakes. There's Sawyer Edwards of White Plains, one of the top golfers in the state of Alabama in Class 4A. And you see him right there. And we were actually talking later on throughout the day, and you'll see a clip here in the second. I want you guys to see this so you can kind of get an idea of just how tough it was to play golf yesterday at Silver Lakes. You can kind of see the wind on Sawyer Edwards' leg right there. That's Sawyer Edwards of White Plains. And again, though, Weaver was the host team, Justin Brown's team. They hosted White Plains, Alexandria, and then, of course, Carson Chandler from Donahoe. He came as an individual, and he played against, there's Carson Chandler right there, played with a group of ones. It was a pretty day, but very cold, temperatures in the 50, and then the wind was blowing. You see the wind right here, and I actually took a shot right here where my guy couldn't even putt. It was so windy. Look at these temperatures. Look at the wind, 15-mile-per-hour gust winds. You can only imagine how tough it was to play. In a putt like this, if the wind's not blowing, that's going in. But needless to say, it was Alexandria girls that finished on top yesterday in the match at Silver Lakes. It would be White Plains boys that would finish on top. So White Plains took the boys, Alexandria took the girls yesterday at Silver Lakes. It's going to be a busy night for baseball here in East Alabama, so let's go ahead and take a look at the games. We have a lot of area games for tonight. Tonight it is area play for the Anniston Bulldogs. They are at home tonight where they will host Coach Blake Jennings and the White Plains Wildcats. This is area play in Class 4A. Again, tonight White Plains travels to Anniston. Tonight, Faith Christian will be on the road in Class 1A. They will travel tonight to Ragland, where Faith Christian will face the Purple Devils. Tonight, this is an area game. Kyle Parrish's Ohatchee Indians will be at home tonight on the Creek Bank, where they will host Hoax Bluff. Again, this is area play in Class 3A East Alabama baseball. Also tonight, the Appalachian Eagles are at home tonight, where they will host the Jacksonville Christian Academy Thunder. Coach Tommy Miller and the Thunder will make the trip to Appalachian tonight to face the defending 1A state champions. Tonight, it's area play for Pleasant Valley. Coach Dalton Turner's team is at home tonight, where they will host Sandrock. Again, this is area play as Sandrock makes the trip to Pleasant Valley. Also tonight, Cleburne County. This is non-area 4A versus 2A. As Cleburne County will be at home tonight, and they will host the Bobcats of Woodland. Just like baseball, it is a busy night for softball in East Alabama. So let's take a look at a couple games for tonight, including some area games. Let's start with Spring Garden. The Panthers are at home tonight, where they will play Faith Christian. This is non-area, but it's still 1A versus 1A, as the Faith Christian Lions will make the trip to Spring Garden to face a team that will be an area opponent potentially next season. All right, Cleburne County, it's area play for the Tigers tonight. They travel to White Plains to face Coach Muncher and the Wildcats. So the Tigers of Cleburne County tonight are on the road at White Plains. Also tonight, it's an area game for Coach Fulmer and the Weaver Bearcats. Tonight, they travel on the road to Sax to face the Wildcats. So we've got the battle of Weaver and Sax in 3A tonight in area play. Also tonight, it is area play for Coach Poe and the Ohatchee Indians. Tonight, they'll make the trip up 431 to Glencoe, where they will face the Yellow Jackets in area play in Class 3A. Also tonight, it is area play for Coach Hess and the Alexandria Valley Cubs. It is also youth night for Coach Hess and the Alexandria Valley Cubs. So they have youth night area play tonight as they host the Lincoln Golden Bears. Also tonight, Pleasant Valley has a trip to Ranburne. So Pleasant Valley, Coach Bryant and the Raiders are looking to get a win tonight. They'll travel as far as you can get without getting into Georgia, as Pleasant Valley will make the trip to Ranburne tonight. It is a busy night for soccer in East Alabama. A couple different area games as we are getting closer and closer to the county tournament. So let's take a look at the games for tonight. Let's start at Sax. This is an area game featuring the Sax Wildcats and the Faith Christian Lions. And this game tonight is at Sax. Also tonight, the next game up is at Mumford, and it features the Lions, and it features the Wildcats of White Plains. This is an area game as White Plains makes the trip to Mumford tonight. Also tonight, Coach Strott, Coach Lewis, the Weaver Bearcats are at home, and they're facing Collinsville. Collinsville will make the trip down for an area game. Again, this is at Weaver tonight, where Weaver is hosting an area game against Collinsville in Class 1A through 3A. Also tonight at Hoax Bluff, this is non-area, this is area. I keep forgetting Hoax Bluff is still 3A. They're going to 4A, but they're still 3A. Right now, Hoax Bluff's 3A, Donahoe's 1A. Donahoe's still the #1 team in the state right now in 1A through 3A for the girls. Aaron Turley and the Donahoe Falcons are looking for a win tonight over Hoax Bluff on the road. We have one track meet tonight here in East Alabama that features several teams from the East Alabama area. So let's take a look at the lineup for tonight's track meet at White Plains High School. And this is a JV meet, which means it is 7th through 11th grade. No seniors will be competing tonight at White Plains High School. But you'll see the lineup of East Alabama teams that will be competing at White Plains High School. You have the Alexandria Valley Cubs. They'll be there. White Plains is the host team. Walter Welborn will be at White Plains tonight. The Anniston Bulldogs will be at White Plains tonight. Cleburne County will be there. Aaron Jackson and the Ohatchee Indians will be there. And the Moody Blue Devils make the trip. So there's going to be 7 teams tonight at White Plains High School for a track meet. You see Alexandria, White Plains, Welborn, Ohatchee, Anniston, Cleburne County, and Moody. And that's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Well, thank you for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today.
You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and our website. Just go to the platform of your choice, and you can watch our news, sports, and weather content whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.